In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add custom code to a worker in Notion. To get started, open Notion and head to the part of the workspace where the worker's beta is available. Depending on how your setup looks, this may be inside a dedicated automation, workflow, or beta tools area. The key here is to make sure you're in the correct section before you begin, because custom code needs to be added inside a worker configuration, not just on a regular page. Once you're there, create a new worker or open an existing one that you want to configure. If you already have a worker set up for a specific process, you can use that. If not, create one that matches the task you want to automate. This helps keep your workflow organized and makes it easier to understand what the code is supposed to do. Next, choose the action or workflow where you want the custom code to run. This is an important step because the code should be placed exactly where it supports the process. For example, it might run after a trigger starts the worker or at a point where data needs to be transformed before moving to the next action. After that, add the custom code block or script. This is where you'll paste or write the logic you want the worker to execute. Be careful to place it in the right field or editor, so Notion recognizes it as code and not plain text. If you're copying code from somewhere else, it's a good idea to quickly check formatting, spacing, and syntax before moving on. Once the code is in place, connect it to the correct Notion page, database, or trigger. This step makes sure the code is actually working with the right source of information. If the connection is incorrect, the code may run but return the wrong result, or it may fail completely. Double check that the selected page, database, or event matches the workflow you're trying to automate. Now test the code using sample data. This gives you a safe way to see how the worker behaves before turning it on for real use. Try to use sample data that closely resembles what the worker will handle in practice, so your test is as realistic as possible. Then review the output carefully and fix any errors you find. Look for incorrect values, broken formatting, or anything that suggests the logic isn't working as expected. Small mistakes in code can cause bigger problems later, so this review step is worth taking seriously. Once everything works correctly, save your changes and enable the worker. At that point, your custom code is live and ready to run as part of your Notion workflow.